Okay, so I have here the Facelift Phantom pole, available only from Window Cleaning Warehouse. I've got here the 18-foot carbon fibre. It's a really nice, neat little pole. Now I'm really excited to be able to show you this because a little while ago when this first came out, there was quite a bit of excitement around it, quite a bit of hype. So I'm really pleased to be able to finally get my hands on one, try it out, show you guys. First look at it, I'm not disappointed. It's a really smart looking pole. Quality, it really looks like it's been well thought out. So of course, one of the biggest factors always with a pole is the clamps. So quite ergonomic the way the clamps work, and even the little metal bolts in there are red, just color coded in with the rest, and it looks really smart the way they've done that. The way the clamp tightens as it goes into position, there's this really nice satisfying motion, the way it just locks in there. I really love the way that works. Works really smoothly, but then just kind of locks in place, got a really nice action to it. The adjusting bolts lock in place as well. They're not going to shake loose once they're adjusted to the right place. They're a little bit fiddly, I have to say. They tuck in there quite neatly, which is good, but once you've got them adjusted, it's no problem at all. Now, a nice little thing about these clamps is they're fully reversible. Whether you prefer to use your left hand or right hand, you can completely remove the bolt, and so you can have it completely set up the other way round like that, depending on your preference. That's a really clever little feature right there. Now, the other great thing about these clamps, which makes them really stand out, is that they have this kind of red sleeve. You can see in there, kind of integrated into the clamp. It's not going to go anywhere. You can be sure of that. That material, through use, as you adjust it up and down, you're going to get less wear because it has that sleeve. But also that sleeve means that it grips onto the pole much tighter as well. So the pole really isn't going to budge. It really holds it so firmly and strongly. They've really put a lot of thought into that. It's going to extend the life of the pole. But the other thing is, there's a nice generous gap here. That also means that the pole is going to have plenty of life in it. As the pole section wears, you're going to have plenty of room to keep tightening that bolt so that you can keep the clamp pressure nice and tight. So this is really great the way this works. I'm really impressed. They really do seem to have thought of everything. The clamp bolts on rather than is glued on, so if you should get any issues with the clamp and you want to change it, it's nice and easy to remove and change because of the way it's bolted on there as well. Even at the bottom here, there's a nice little bumper at the bottom, and it looks kind of unusual the way it's got those, but what that means is when you put the pole down on the ground, it's not going to pinch the hose and damage the hose. So even that little detail there, they do really seem to have thought of everything. Now I'll come to the top of the pole here on the gooseneck. It's got the clamp adjustment there. Again, you can switch that round either side depending on whether you want it over the top, underneath, that side or the other side. That's reversible as well. But then it's got this quick release feature here. It's almost like the clip on your belt or on a bag or something like that. That's how simple it is to clip it on there, and you can just have that T-piece on any brush you want basically, and you can switch it over depending on the task you're doing, depending on what you're cleaning. That's really great the way that works. Another nice little thing about this gooseneck is it slots in there, and there's two little grooves down each side. If you can see that in there, there's just two little grooves inside the clamp on the first section. So it just sits in there really neatly, and then that's not going to twist because those grooves are holding it in place. The only other thing I've noticed is as you're using it, it just squeaks a little bit, if you notice that. So there's ever so slightly a bit of play in there. I mean, that is a little bit of concern for me, just how sturdy that is if I was to put kind of a bigger, heavier brush on there, if I was using it on a bigger job. And I want to show you this brush as well, because this is a Phantom brush. It's a DuPont nylon bristle brush, and it's got horsehair down the middle as well. I've been really impressed with this brush. I've tried a lot of brushes recently, and the DuPont bristles, I'm finding it does cut through the dirt. It's difficult to tell because this has got the horsehair as well, but the DuPont bristles are supposed to be more durable. I think I am finding that it's cutting through the dirt a lot better. I think I'm needing less scrubbing. So I've really been enjoying using this brush as well. Oh, and the other thing I have got, just quickly, is a couple of different gooseneck lengths like this. So they're interchangeable depending on if there's a deep recess or something you need a bit more reach. They're really easy to swap over as well. I find that's really important with a water-fed pole. The different accessories available for the pole, which makes the pole more versatile, especially in domestic settings. There can be so many different situations that you come up against, so the accessories are really important. So that's it, the Phantom Carbon pole. It's such a nice light little pole as well, and if I know I'm doing domestic work and I'm not having to go above second story, I'll grab this pole because it's so light and easy to use, and I've really been enjoying using it. So obviously I'm going to be trying this out. I'll be showing it on my channel a bit more. Really nice, neat little pole. I'm not disappointed. I've also got a traditional pole here, which I've also been trying out. There's loads more on my channel. If you want to check out the playlists, you can see loads more of my videos are categorized in different categories. And why not subscribe? Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.